Coming up right now, a big box retailer going for an even bigger box living situation.
Also coming up, why one airline is letting women decide who can sit next to them.
And a little bit later on, speaking of airlines, what do you get for a $65,000 ticket? We're going to show you. Kind of cool.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. We got a great hour packed for you. So glad to have you here. We're also going to be joined by Matty Doolittle. Matty, what have you been up to, my man?
I don't know if you guys noticed me limping, but I'm almost 40, right? So, and working out has become now a thing of like, do I really want to do this and be in pain for 3 days afterwards? Because I'm like, all right, let's go full. And I went full the other day, and I've been limping around all
The recovery
week.
time is a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's like 3 days now.
All right, I just Googled it. Apparently, if there is no pain, there is
No gain?
Gain detergent, I believe.
Oh,
that's
Gain
what it is.
detergent.
Yeah,
yes,
sorry.
of course.
Well,
yeah,
Matty,
I
we hope you
understand.
get feeling better. You
My
did.
wife's seen me crawling up walls and stuff because I haven't been able to stand up.
He did call me and said he pulled the groin the other day, and he said it wasn't his, which was weird. I was like, all right, man.
Somebody was limping after.
You're walking over, but you're limping back.
You should see the other guy.
Exactly.
So a new report came out about cheating, and it's from a private detective.
Like a marriage cheating,
Yeah,
okay.
marriage or relationship, whatever. A private detective put together a study because he's oftentimes hired to follow
Seen
people
these,
and
yeah.
find out if a spouse is cheating.
Okay.
And he said the number one sign a guy is cheating is that he goes to the car wash.
What? Really?
He said 9 times out of 10, when a guy's about to cheat, he goes to clean his car.
Okay, makes a lot. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I thought she was like he's hooking up with the car wash people.
No.
I've got one of those express passes up here,
Yeah.
and I go every day just about through there. So.
Hey man, hey. That's,
So, I
you're
mean,
a young guy.
what's
You're
happening?
You're very,
No.
You're a newlywed.
I
Come on.
thought he was thinking about to say I go to the bikini car wash.
The
Then I
bikini,
can
of
understand
course, sure.
because you want to impress the girl
Yes.
because that's really all they're ever really going to see of you. They're not going to see your
Clean
house.
car, right?
Yeah, makes
What's
sense.
also fascinating, he said women don't do that because normally it's the guy who likes to drive, right? The guy likes
Certainly.
to be in charge. She wants to be picked up. So if the wife is cheating, she's not getting the car
That
wash.
is very interesting.
fascinating?
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So that is he said that is the number one sign. He always knows the second he sees a dude go to the car wash, lights are on.
So ladies,
there
if he's
is.
really cleaning his undercarriage,
That is
that might be another one too.
One other thing about this story I thought was interesting is that this private detective, the way he catches these guys is he uses a coffee cup with a camera inside.
All right. Now I'm scared. I mean, because I'm scared only walking around. Somebody's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Exactly. He's
Right into my lapel.
tooling around
exactly.
the grocery store, sipping and shopping.
So it's not, not letting you see the phone or whatever. It's keep your eye on what they're doing.
That's part of it
Okay, I can
too.
understand
Yeah.
that. I
of
wonder
course.
what did he say anything for as far as women goes, or like what they do?
He didn't, other than it's
Working
usually
out
like
more?
working out,
Yeah.
change of appearance.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a little bit more attentive at home because they're feeling guilty. So
So keep that in mind. And by the way, guys, one thing you'll learn is that if they decide to leave you, they've decided, ladies, a long time ago to leave you.
Yes.
They're just trying to figure out an exit plan.
And I
am
think,
I right on that?
yes, absolutely. And I think the truth is, if you think someone's cheating, they probably
Yeah,
are.
'cause-
If it's crossing your mind, it's probably happening.
And obviously, it speaks on communication.
Yes.
Okay. All right. One thing I know about this lady, after working with her for over 20 years, loves the Costco. Loves
Costco.
If I can't find Jackson, I know she's at a Costco.
me at a
Well,
Costco.
now, check this out, Jackson.
Yeah.
They're actually going to get into the affordable housing business.
What?
The company's actually teaming up with designers in LA to build an apartment complex. It's 800 units. About 180 units that's going to be set aside for low-income families. Now, the plans include a gym, a garden, a rooftop pool, and a large parking lot. Plans will include the pre-made apartment modules that can be constructed and easily connected to the site. The Costco apartment complex will be near a mass transit system. It will also include an underground garage, a pharmacy, an optical site, and so much more. Very good idea. Into the rainbow, apparently, there for that. The only thing is that when you get an apartment, you got to get 12 of them all at once. And So you have to have a really big
And it's
family.
$300 every time you go home.
And you'll never run out of toilet paper.
No, but I wonder if you move in there. Yeah, no kidding, right? If why not say, hey, you move in here, we'll give you a free Costco membership too.
Sure.
I mean, you can keep that. I think it's a great idea.
If the Costco warehouse is downstairs, which I'm assuming it will be, or
something
some
of sorts,
version of it, the Costco store, so you can go in and do your grocery
Love that.
shopping.
We are inching closer and closer to idiocracy every
Oh my gosh, that's right. Costco was the big
every
thing on that.
single
Didn't
moment.
even
We just
think about
watched
that.
it over the
and
weekend
Crocs, right?
Yeah,
With
Crocs.
in it?
Crocs
They were made as a joke for the movie, and now they're a thing.
Can you believe that?
Very scary, isn't it? Women will soon be able to avoid sitting next to male strangers on a plane.
What about co-hosts? No?
I demand, that's in my contract, that you must sit next to me.
Okay, well, that's sweet.
It's a first ever program by a South Asian airline. The Indian-based airline company called Indigo will let female flyers choose a seat located in a pink area of their new seating charts. The reason for the change, they're trying to make female passengers who are flying solo more comfortable during their flight. The company admits the reactions online are mixed.
I'm okay with this. I think it's a great idea. I think I've always advocated they need to have a family area.
Yes.
I mean, and listen, I have 5 kids, so I get it when you travel. But the problem is that there's other people maybe trying to sleep or whatever, and you're in mixed company no matter what. I have no problem with this too because you're very vulnerable when you're traveling.
Yeah, sure.
And when you were telling that story, I was thinking of this time. Honestly, I was taking a flight when I was traveling a lot, and this girl was sitting right behind me, and this other dude was sitting like right here. And he got up and went over and sat right next to her. And I could hear the whole conversation. This guy laid it on so thick to this chick, and I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
But she wound up giving his phone number. I don't know if it was hers. And like, yeah, and then I was like, man, that's pretty ballsy to do something like that. I mean, because like he was so thick on that. But I'm like, poor girl, if you're a good-looking woman, traveling alone could be an issue.
It's true. And, if you luck out and you get that middle seat empty or you get a row to yourself, that happened to me one time on an airline. And, the flight takes off and then all of a sudden this guy comes and sits right next to me. I'm like, really? I mean, the whole plane and you got to sit right there in the middle seat?
And you found out all about insurance and all of the policies and everything it takes to be in and out?
More info than I ever dreamed.
What we have learned is any flight to Vegas is a hootenanny of a shindig. I'll tell you what, you want to sit next to whoever you want on that one.
Just have a microphone ready. You will see some of the best.
It's crazy how
especially on
someone's
the first
demeanor
meeting.
changes when they come back from the bathroom. About 5 minutes later, how their demeanor
Well, I
just...
didn't know. They
Yeah.
have nasal issues.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a foundation powder?
I don't.
it was a foundation for something.
It was a crazy story there. Speaking of air travel, do you miss those days when taking a flight meant dressing up and enjoying the elegance for air travel? Well, former airline Pan Am has just announced a special 12-day comeback journey next summer. And the price for a single ticket is $65,000. The price covers food and drink and comes with a complimentary gift bag.
Oh, that's nice.
So from June 27th to July 9th in 2025, you can relive the golden age of travel and marvel at your soaring credit card bill. If you're serious about buying a ticket, only 50 seats available. Flight will also serve as a test run for Pan Am's plan to offer a different kind of flight experience in 2027 in celebration of the airline's centennial birthday. And I do miss that as well, especially when you watch those old movies.
Yeah.
And, I remember like in Catch Me If You Can, remember because there was something like pilots were something, man. They were like heroes. And you see, they would dress nice. And nowadays, Lord knows what people would
In that
wear.
video, you kept seeing them hand out suckers, and I'm thinking, a $65,000 lollipop, you're the sucker. I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
$65,000. If you ever get a chance, and I know you would love this, the TWA terminal at JFK Airport, it is phenomenal. You can go, it's from the 1960s, and it's basically a step back in time, and it shows you what air travel used to look like, and they have all the different flight attendant uniforms from throughout the decades.
Very cool.
And it's very mid-century modern. They even have an old TWA jet that serves as a cocktail lounge that you can walk out to, attached to the hotel. And you mentioned Catch Me If You Can, with the scene where he's running down the red carpet. That's from the TWA terminal.
Very cool. And it's at JFK?
JFK.
Very cool stuff. All right, we got more Flash coming up. You don't want to go anywhere. We love having you along. Stick around. You're watching Daily Flash, trending news and entertainment.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of
Whoa,
Hollywood.
hold on. Wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
So, Matty of Birkenshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat, it's
You
on!
should check it out. The Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the music.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right.
DJ.
Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. If you're in love with music, we got a new band that's ready to give you the secret of sound.
Whenever you're down, just know you're not alone. Send out an SOS, SOS, SOS. We'll be there to keep you safe when it all gets too much. Know that you deserve the best in the world, nothing less. We'll take care of your heart till you learn to love yourself. Send out an SOS.
That is the ladies of SOS, and they're joining us here on set. Thank you all so much for joining us. Introduce yourself so everybody knows who everybody is.
I'm Kayla Rose.
I'm Aya.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Z.
And you are SOS. And tell everybody out there, really, how was Secrets of Sound actually formed?
So we all have our own sort of connections with one another. That's my sister, my younger sister Aya, and I've been mentoring Kayla for many years. And Kayla and Z have known each other for years as well. So it's really just a beautiful harmony how we all came together.
Was music like a big thing in your family? I mean, or was it something that, as girls get together, they just kind of, they always sing, I would assume.
Yes, I think that's what unites us actually, is that we all have had a very heavy influence of music in our households.
That's great. And dancing too. I saw the dance, which by the way, y'all didn't see, but like start the music, we're all like up here just doing stuff and all that. And you can't with not do it, but when you hear great music, right? So let's talk about each talent. Maybe break down your talent. This is where you get to brag about yourself a little bit. Maybe what would you say do you bring to the band? We'll start with you.
I think that I bring a lot musically when it comes to helping out with harmonies. I was in a show choir for a little while, and so I have a lot of experience making harmonies and working with a group and finding blend and things like that, as well as some songwriting aspects.
Aya, what about yourself?
Well, I've been dancing since I've been like 2 years old, so I definitely help with the choreography, and I just started social media, so I also help with the social media.
So for the whole group, right?
Yes.
So that's a hard thing to stay on top of,
It
right?
is. I mean, even their personal accounts, I try to help them so we can grow
Okay,
together.
yeah, all right. Ellie, what would you say is what you bring towards the band, or to the band?
I think as similar with Kayla, a lot of vocal background, harmony builds, and song structures, songwriting's been like a massive part of my life. I've also been in many groups before, so having that sort of like prior knowledge is great, and having a mentorship program is also great too, because it kind of helps how we communicate and work together, as well as like dance backgrounds.
I always think too when you're mentoring somebody, it gives you accountability to do better, and it kind of like makes you right, yeah, 100%. It makes you a better person because you're doing
1000%.
it. Right?
I've never been more inspired in my life.
I love that. All right, Z, what about yourself?
Definitely more like helping with the choreography and the dance aspect, kind of like I minus the social media. She's great at that. But I'm on a Latin dance team, and we travel, and I've been doing that for 7-ish years, and I'm also on a hip hop crew. So I think I bring some different flavors to our choreography.
Okay, so what's it like? I mean, obviously it's kind of a loaded question because, music today is delivered and you get discovered really much different than it was 5-10 years, even when I was your age. Right. But what would you say right now, like breaking into the new scene, is like, what is something that, that you really have to stay on top of in order to continue your success?
I mean, social media for sure.
It is such a big role in the industry and in our lives. We've never lived in a world without social media.
Right.
That's how we discover new music as well for ourselves and who we're inspired by. So I feel like that's such a heavy hand in music now.
And being able to really utilize that and take trends and individualize, make them our own, making our own trends, having that creativity is really what helps sets us apart.
I love that. And do you guys actually have sit-down meetings and like, even with no music involved, just, all right, this is what we got.
Yes.
We got to do
once
this.
a week we sit and we brainstorm.
Good.
Yeah.
Good correlation of like trying to figure out what is actually working, maybe not working. Good.
Right.
Keep that up. Okay. I know it works. That's why I say that. Breaking down your album, a little blend of what pop, R&B. Describe it. Who can best describe it?
Like a bit of like 90s Dua Lipa with just like a touch of Ariana Grande.
Okay. And you're finding yourselves when you're on stage, great reception from that. I mean, what is something that you really feel that you get when you did a great show and you're walking off? Is it one of those like, man, I wish I would have done this better, or man, this just was fun? I mean, where are you at with that? Because I would imagine fun and work.
I couldn't agree more. I think we all come from a theatrical background, which is really fun for us. So live performing is our first love. So I think each one of us, when we come off stage, we're just so hyped and so excited to have done.
We're usually laughing at things that went wrong, little things that only we know.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you decide, all right, listen, all four of us, we have talents, we can get together. I mean, whose idea was just like, let's make something out of this? How did that come about?
So I came up to Ellie, because again, I was working with her, she was helping me as a soloist, writing music, and I said, I want to be in a group. She said, why? I was like, and I really convinced her, I worked really hard, she was super down for it. We called in Z. At the time, Ellie was our creative director and really worked on the managerial part of the process, and then eventually she hopped in and we had Aya, and this was the four. We are the four that's always really been together and stuck it through no matter how difficult the journey got.
All right, and your debut single is SOS, already receiving a great response. Who can best describe where the inspiration was that came behind that?
I think SOS is about sending out a message, finding the people that are right for you. I know in my girl group, these are the girls that are right for me. These are the girls that are going to have my back. They're going to be my bridesmaids, my best maids. They are my girls. And it's important to find those people for you. So if you don't have those people, we can be that for you. If you send out an SOS, we will be here to support you.
Loving that. It's all about looking out for other people so you can look out for yourself. And you guys look like you had fun, by the way, on making that video.
It was so much fun.
We did. I mean, that
we
had
always
to be fun.
do.
All right, quick. We're going to go through here. First person, just say who you think as a group. I'm going to give you a description. You tell me who it is, all right? Who is the worst driver of everybody?
Probably Aya, only because she doesn't know how to drive yet.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
I've seen her at bumper cars.
Watch me be the best driver.
Okay, that's
Watch me be the best driver.
All right, who eats the most?
Z.
Z, all right. Well, dancing, doing a lot of that, doing the snacky. All right, and then finally, who belches the most? Because I know girls belch. After you're eating a lot and then just getting it. All right, so I think you already know the answer. Nobody gonna say anything. You can harp on older sis if you want.
On that,
All right, ladies, thank you so much. I knew none of you would get the answer. But if you find out more info on SOS, check out their Instagram page, Secrets of Sac. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. The Scene with Doreen brings you celebrities chatting it up with nationally syndicated radio host Doreen Taylor. Let's find out who she's talking to this week with The Scene with Doreen.
For all you psychics out there, my guest today on The Scene with Doreen needs no introduction. I have Long Island medium herself, Teresa Caputo, on the show. Check it out.
I truly am just Teresa Caputo from Hicksville. I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a grandmother. Give them a kiss. The only thing different is that I talk to dead people.
Oh my God!
You're a Gemini. Do you believe in astrology and astrological signs and all of that?
I do. I feel that a lot of it is my personality, who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think everything is 100%.
Right.
But I just find it interesting.
You said you started feeling and sensing spirits around 4 years old. Can you pinpoint any event in your life that could have triggered that gift?
Well, I just thought everyone was feeling what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was normal until we see someone standing at the foot of my bed, hear someone speak to me in a room, and there was no one else in the room but myself. And when my dad's mom passed away, was a moment for me. I was 16, and I struggled because she was in the casket and she was talking to me. So that was extremely scary for me, and that's when I completely shut down and blocked my gift.
You said you didn't explore that gift again until your late 20s?
Right. It was right after I had my daughter. I was about 28. And I was really struggling with my anxieties, and my mom suggested that I go to attend this spiritual awareness class. She thought maybe through meditation I could find some peace, and solace. And what ended up happening was it created a safe space for me to explore my gift, which I didn't realize that I had at that time, that I was able to connect with everyone's loved ones. And then I struggled with my gift for another 5 years because I couldn't understand why someone would want to come to a medium, speak to their loved ones that have died. And then 9/11 happened. And I had a spiritual experience where it was shown to me that thousands of people perished that day and needed the gift of healing. They didn't know how to move on after the loss of their loved one. So I put my gift in God's hands, and here I am.
You were a very busy psychic even before ever launching your first reality show. So why the leap to the small screen?
Well, I never really thought of it. A friend of mine, Courtney Mullen, who is my manager now, she unfortunately lost her dad almost 20 years ago. And she had come and she was having a difficult time. And she had come and had a reading. And being involved in television, she said everyone should have the chance to witness and the opportunity to be healed by what you do. And she asked me, do you want to do a television show? And I was like, all right. So I thought I was just going to film a couple of episodes and go back to my life. So here I am, now with a new series on Lifetime, traveling all over the country. And we even just brought the show last summer to the UK, doing live shows. So I never thought in a million years I'd be where I am today.
Your new show on Lifetime, Raising Spirits, not only has you channeling spirits, but like you said, it's showing more of your personal day-to-day life. Do you like having the cameras follow you around all the time? I would think cameras capturing my every move would make me really nervous. How do you balance that?
That's the crazy thing. It never felt weird. It never felt odd. It never felt comfortable. And that's why I say I know that this is my soul's journey. This is what I was meant to do. Because it's the craziest thing to just have cameras following you. But it's almost like they're not there, especially when I'm channeling and working. It's just me and the client, and that's it.
Teresa Caputo, Raising Spirits, Monday, 10/9 Central on Lifetime, available to stream the next day.
That's it. You got me.
I knew she was going to say that. And if you want to hear more of the great interview with Teresa Caputo, you can visit right here. And for now, I'm Doreen Taylor with The Scene with Doreen here at the Daily Flash each and every week. Catch you next time.
Welcome to Doing It This Week. Kids, I'm a bit of a theme park buff. I watch the vlogs, I read up on the stories, and most of all, I go to them. A lot. Probably too much. But hey, I pay for the pass, so might as well get my money's worth. Well, one theme park in California is cutting down on the one thing I hate the most about the theme parks. No, it's not the price. No, it's not waiting or even having to pay to park. It's the line skippers. Now, Knott's Berry Farm in California is taking care of that. Yes, the theme park was made famous because of its fried chicken, is allowing fellow theme park goers to tattle on other folks cutting the line. There are now signs placed throughout the park warning guests that line jumping or holding spots is not permitted. They're asking folks to text the Knott's Berry Farm security about any offenders. I am for this 100%. Anyway, my point is this. Yes, I will tattle on you if you skip any of the lines. I am all for Knott's Berry Farm. So I give you this. And please, do it to all of those line cutters.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
Hi, I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. So glad to have you here. We still got a half hour. Great stuff sticking around here. So please don't go anywhere. As you might have known, I'll tell you, I have 5 kids. My youngest is my bonus son, and he's 13 years old right now.
Bonus son.
I love this kid's
the plus
great.
One.
He's my plus one. And, it's interesting, when you have 4 kids, which, by the way, my daughter, my youngest, is about to get married. So I'm real excited about that. So crazy. Remember, you've seen her growing up. So weird, right?
Nuts.
So, but it comes down to, I've given all my kids, I've helped them get their first car. I gave my daughter a car and everything. And so my 13-year-old, Enzo, somewhere along the lines, he's getting my truck. I like somehow it was told
Somehow that happened?
So I'm like, I don't know.
Okay.
He's a good kid.
Yes.
He's, I go, all right, no problem. So every time we hang out, 13-year-old, he's telling me all the stuff that he's going to do to my truck once he gets it. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that. He goes, yeah, I'm going to lower it down and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to chop off the back and and he knows how I'm like. I go, I've had this truck for a long time. This is my truck. It's my baby, right? So anyway, I go, well, what you need to worry about is like really the insurance. How are you going to pay for insurance and that kind of stuff? He goes, no, it's so cool. This is the mind of a 13-year-old.
Okay.
He goes, I'm not going to get any wrecks. I go, why is that? He goes, well, I'm going to get me some driving gloves. And he goes, that's the first thing I'm going to get. This is what he says. This is a true story. He goes,
driving gloves.
He goes, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get driving gloves. I go, why would you want driving gloves? This is his reasoning. He goes, like almost every wreck people get into, they're not wearing driving gloves.
Because no one wears driving gloves.
But here's the thing. For like 3 seconds, I go, yeah, that makes sense. What? So I think
You're gonna go with his ascot and his goggles too.
So Enzo, I think we got a couple more years before I get at least a permit. I think that's the first time I'm going to get him some driving gloves, and they're going to be like Mickey Mouse big gloves and that sort of thing. But for a few seconds there, I was thinking, yeah, that does make sense.
You get him a fire suit for his birthday.
That's probably he actually has
a whole
one
racing
already.
suit.
That's what scares me is that he races those real fast go-karts, and he already has a fire suit.
Does he really?
Yeah, and so he knows all about cars. He just thinks he's going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff with
I
mine.
love that he has plans to take the truck to a chop shop and basically lower it and have wheels. And there's no real sense of how are you going to A, pay for it, and B, how are you going to pay for the insurance once
That's
you
what
do
I'm
all
saying.
of that.
He's got gloves.
But
don't
he's got
worry.
gloves.
He's not going to have to worry
I
about
love these
it.
priorities.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the statistics with regard to the first-time driver getting to a car accident are 95%.
So I'm already saving the money to pay for his insurance on my policy.
Big box retailer Costco is getting into the affordable housing business. The company is teaming up with designers in Los Angeles to build an 800-unit apartment complex with about 180 units set aside for low-income families. The plans include a gym, a garden, a rooftop pool, a large parking lot, of course, a built-in Costco. The plans will include pre-made apartment modules that can be constructed and easily connected on-site, almost like a Lego house, if you will.
Got it, yeah.
The Costco apartment complex will be near mass transit, will also include an underground garage, pharmacy, optical site, and even a double rainbow.
How about a double
pay for
helix?
That
That is cool.
You don't just get one rainbow at Costco, you get two.
That's right. And your card says Roy G. Biv on it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Now, first we say this is cool. We need low-income housing, that sort of thing. But a lot of places do this. A lot of companies come in. They'll say, well, it's easier for us to get loans. It's also easier to get permits and that sort of thing, and the city to pass it if you allot some of the area for low-income housing.
Sure.
A lot of times, though, they only have like a certain amount of year. I'm not like poo-pooing this because I think it's a great idea. But a lot of times they'll start off that way and some things change. But still, it's nice to see corporations getting into that. Another thing is just it's property. It's more real estate that they own. So think about that.
Well, the biggest thing in Los Angeles right now is the ADU, the additional dwelling unit, because they are so short on housing. Now, if you've got a home, you're trying to figure out how can I make extra money out of all of this. So I'm going to go to my garage. I'm going to figure out how I can build a rental unit on my property.
And it's just, you're already basically, and then your value of your home goes up at the same time.
But all your stuff's gonna smell like hot dogs and pizza, and it's just gonna
waft.
waft.
At the Costco apartment complex?
Yeah, the Costco, it's all gonna waft up. All your stuff's
And the problem with that is...
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'll be 300 pounds, but it's all good. Because I'm gonna go down there and get that $1.50 slice.
You can buy a treadmill.
Yeah.
Like 5 of them.
Have it delivered right upstairs.
I love that idea. See, we're always thinking. I hope you stick around. We got some great thoughts, if you will, when we return. All right, well, Wounded Warrior Project partners with organizations all across the country to improve the lives of post-9/11 veterans and their families. And now CSX, that's a national transportation company, they're getting involved to lend their support. Bria Katzer, Todd, and Brian Tucker join us now with the details of their partnership. Bria, I want to talk to you. Tell us about the programs and the services that are actually offered to veterans through the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah, so the programs and services we have focus in areas of mental and brain health, financial wellness, physical health and wellness, connection, advocacy, as you mentioned, as well as our independence program. And each year we serve hundreds of thousands of warriors with direct programs and services. In companies like CSX, they raise their hand. They stand with us as we deliver these programs. They help employ veterans. They provide the fuel needed for these programs because they are provided free to the warriors and their family members.
All right, Brian, why did CSX decide to actually partner with Wounded Warrior Project, and how does that partnership actually just impact the communities that you serve?
Well, at CSX, service is really part of our DNA. Every day, the 23,000 men and women of CSX, our railroaders, are hard at work serving America's economy, keeping goods moving across the country. But service really is much deeper than that for us. Actually, 1 in 5 of our employees has served the country in some capacity and is a veteran. So we really wanted to make our commitment even deeper by partnering with the Wounded Warrior Project, who provides so many necessary resources and support programs for our country's heroes.
All right, question for either of you. Where can viewers go if they want to find out more information?
They can go directly to woundedwarriorproject.org, and they can find more information on our programs and services and also ways to get involved and support.
All right, thank you for joining us, both of you, for this important information. We'll make sure we post this full interview on our website at dailyflashshow.com.
It's back to school time, and many parents are looking for ways to make it an unforgettable year. Here's lifestyle expert Megan Murphy with a checklist for all those heading back to class. Hi, Megan.
I partnered with some A++ brands for all things for back to school. Here's your checklist. Up first, Stitch Fix. It is an online personal styling service that makes shopping for back to school for the kiddos easier than ever. Next up, a multivitamin is crucial for keeping our kids well, and Haya is changing the game in kids supplements. What about learning toys? The Big Feelings Pineapple from Learning Resources teaches social emotional skills through play. When it comes to tech, it's all about AI, and the Dell XPS 13, powered by the all-new Snapdragon X Elite compute platform, has amazing AI performance with Copilot Plus. Nobody wants mom hangry, so when it comes to snacks, it's all about Think Bars. 6 grams of protein, 100 calories. And that is your back to school checklist. And for more on all things back to school, follow me on social at Megan, MEAGHAN, B. Murphy.
All right, we got a public service campaign from the Prevent Cancer Foundation that really could save lives.
Hey, babe. Ooh, looks like a busy day.
So busy we might have to skip pickleball. First things first, I'm scheduling my mammogram and gyno appointments. You know, to check for cancer, something you should think about.
Me? But I don't have the...
You have a colon and you're over 45.
I thought that screening starts at 50.
It's 45, and I wonder if you're eligible for lung cancer screenings. Didn't you smoke in college?
But hey, I mean, I feel great now. I mean, look at this.
And seriously, remember, if there's something, early detection equals better outcomes. The doctor's called. I got the all clear.
Woohoo! And you'll be happy to know I scheduled my cancer screenings too.
Now that's a reason to hit the court and celebrate. Go to preventcancer.org to find out the cancer screenings you need.
Check your health. Early detection equals better outcomes.
Celebrity makeup artist Daniel Martin is here to share all the beauty benefits of soy and how to incorporate it into your daily routine. Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, so with the temperatures drastically changing right now from very hot to cool, and over the next few months, even weeks, it's important to look at your beauty and skincare routines to ensure you're keeping your skin hydrated, balanced, and protected right now with the right mix of products and ingredients. You know, when it comes to the most versatile ingredient to add to your beauty routine, in fact, soy is a powerhouse dermatologist-approved ingredient that helps deliver radiant-looking skin. According to U.S. Soy's Beauty of Soy report, nearly 3 in 4 dermatologists say soy-based ingredients can be beneficial for overall skin health. And 2 in 3 dermatologists say beauty products containing soy-based ingredients are effective in treating specific skin concerns like dryness, acne, and aging skin. And while soy is a studied and trusted ingredient being utilized in the beauty industry for more than 2 decades, many still don't know about its amazing benefits, including the ability to help improve skin's texture, appearance, and hydration. That's why I'm so excited to share some soy-powered products today and how we can use them to not only help achieve radiant, glowy skin, but also to create some hot, beautiful looks for fall. First up, the perfect base for any makeup look starts with a good skincare routine. To get that glowy, super hydrated skin, soy is a great addition to skincare routines because of its hydrating benefits. A cleanser like Fresh's Soy Page Balance Hydrating Face Wash supports skin moisture barrier. To add extra hydration all over, a cream like Kiehl's Creme de la Corp Soy Milk and Honey Whipped Butter helps achieve that perfect dewy finish on the body. There's even soy-powered cosmetics that can help boost overall skin health and hydration, locking in that moisture for a firm and settled look. You may not even know that soy can be found in some of your favorite cosmetics, and I'm just going to show you right now on Natalie. So with this look that I did on Natalie, I started with Your Face and Body Foundation, NARS Concealer, and it's giving this really beautiful radiant base for her makeup. Moving into the eyes, I used Burt's Bees eyeshadow trio to give her eyes sparkle and shine, while Aeropress Natural Almond Mascara lengthens her lashes with that natural look. Blush is all the rage these days, so I used Tower 28's cream blush to give that natural flush look. We're also seeing more neutral lips take over. The key for perfecting this look is to keep your lips hydrated and healthy, and Tower 28 lip treatments are perfect for this. It's a perfect fall staple that looks gorgeous on everyone. So you can head over to ussoy.com to learn more about all the amazing benefits of soy and start incorporating it into your routine for flawless looking skin.
Well, consumers are looking for more made in the USA, and many cars are built right here in the States. Here's how to find out where the car you're shopping for was actually built.
When you're shopping for a new car, does it matter to you where that car is built? Many new cars and trucks typically thought of as import brands are actually built right here in the U.S. For example, this Honda Pilot is built in Lincoln, Alabama. Kia builds SUVs in West Point, Georgia. The Toyota Camry has been built in Kentucky since 1988. Nissan builds the Rogue, Murano, Pathfinder, and Leaf in Smyrna, Tennessee. Volvo's XC60 is built in South Carolina, and BMW builds vehicles in South Carolina as well. Buying a car that's built in the U.S. helps the economy, provides American jobs, and contributes to the local communities. If that's important to you, and you want to know where a specific car is built, look on the window sticker. It will give you a breakdown of where the major parts of a car are built, as well as the final assembly point.
Despite covering most of our planet, 80% of the world's oceans remain unexplored. OceanX is hoping to change all that with the Ocean Explorer. Here are two of the stars of the new 6-part Discovery series, Ocean Explorers with More. Thank you both for joining us.
The Ocean Explorer is the most advanced research and media platform that's ever been built. We have developed technology to allow us to access and study the deepest and most remote corners of our planet in the deep ocean, but also to combine that with a Hollywood caliber production and media capabilities. So we're not only going out and conducting scientific research and exploring and discovering new things about our planet, but we're also telling the story through captivating media.
We filmed this in 6 episodes. It's a 6-part docu-series going throughout the Atlantic Ocean. We started in the Caribbean, went to the Azores, and worked our way all the way up into the Arctic. I think we got within 500 miles of the North Pole at one point, and we saw some really incredible stuff. Humpback whales, squid in the deep sea. Up in the Arctic, we looked at some phenomena that was really breathtaking. I think people are going to be really excited to see what we watched.
So if you're interested in learning more about Ocean Explorers, the series, or about OceanX or Ocean Explorer, the vessel, you can go to oceanx.org.
Well, the 2024 Stihl Timber Sports Championship brought the heat to Milwaukee as athletes chopped and sawed their way to victory. Check this out.
It was another action-packed competition in Milwaukee for the 2024 Stihl Timber Sports U.S. Championship. The top lumberjack and lumberjill athletes in the country went head-to-head with the most powerful chainsaws and razor-sharp axes, all backed by the power of steel. And when the sawdust settled, 2 champions were crowned, Aaron Lavoie and Nate Hodges. This is the third championship win for Lavoie of Spokane, Washington, breaking a new world record with a time of 23.61 seconds in the underhand chop.
And in case you don't know it, you just smashed the world record by 5 seconds.
I just played the game best I could. I did my job.
Narrowly defeating reigning champ Martha King of Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania by 1 point, who also broke a world record in the single buck with a time of 14.24 seconds. Lavoie and King are now tied with 3 U.S. championship wins each.
Absolute speed from Hodges.
For the men, Nate Hodges of North Fork, California, finally took home the gold against Matthew Koger of Grafton, West Virginia, beating him out by only 1 point following several nail-biting podium finishes over the last few seasons. He came out victorious in the final hot saw discipline, claiming his personal best with a time of 4.79 seconds.
5 years ago, I put my heart and soul into building that saw, and hey, it's paid off.
Although Jason Lentz of Diana, West Virginia placed 4th this year, he secured a national record in the single buck with 11.57 seconds. Next up, the world. Lavoie will head to Klingenthal, Germany to defend her title at the International Women's Cup on August 25th, and Hodges will travel to Toulouse, France for the individual world championship on November 9th.
To see all the action, check out SteelUSA.com or the Steel Timber Sports US YouTube channel.
This is Tim. Tim is all about time, and if you've ever had a chance to look into Tim's cold, dead eyes, you'll see that it's time for you to follow us on social media. Sure, there's 10,000 social sites out there, and we don't have the time to name them all. Seriously, just ask Tim. So take the time to look for Daily Flash TV on your favorite social sites and start following us. That's all the time, Tim. Goodbye.
Hey, welcome back to The Big Show. Before we head into the weekend, we always like to give you our picks for streaming for the weekend. This is where we tell you about something you got to check out on your streaming services. Andrea kicks us off.
Okay, my pick for this weekend is the Apple TV sci-fi thriller Dark Matter.
Man of science. He's married to the woman of his dreams, and they have a good life.
Have a good day.
Coffee to go?
Oh my gosh, you're my hero.
Until one night, he doesn't make it home. When he regains consciousness, everything has changed.
Mind-bending sci-fi time travel series on Apple TV starring Joel Edgerton and Jennifer Connelly. He basically kidnaps himself into an alternate universe.
Ooh, really?
And it just kind of flows from there. It's fascinating.
Check that out. He's one of those guys that's in everything.
I love him,
And my pick this week has the other guy in everything from Netflix,
Yes.
and it's Hitman.
So what's the biggest difference between the real you and your occupation?
By the way, my name is Gary Johnson, and I'm a fake hitman. I realize not everyone fantasized about the same hitman. Every sting operation was a performance.
This stars Glenn Powell from Top Gun Maverick, and it's that guy that's in everything else
Yes.
right now. It's on Netflix. It still has a 95% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's kind of a rom-com with
great.
a murder mystery in it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. By the way, Google Glenn Powell dating story. I think you remember. It'll freak you out. My pick this week is the Netflix series starring Shane Gillis. It's called Tires.
Thank you for shopping at Valley Forge Automotive. Has anyone helped you out yet?
Whoa, you're a big guy.
Like in a good way?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Quick too?
Not too quick.
No?
It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna have about 5 or 6 brewskis.
5 or 6?
7 or 8. Good call.
You'll black out.
I'm probably gonna black out at work today.
Shane?
2 or 3 brewskis.
Fine, 2 or 3.
Deal. 6.
All right, Tires is actually self-funded by Shane Gillis himself. They're a bunch of friends. It's actually funny, a little throwback to those raunchier comedies of the 80s and 90s with a little bit of The Office kind of
It's
mixed
so
in.
good. The
It
guys
is
from
good.
the guys from the car store next when they come
Hilarious.
by, just the commercials.
It feels real, doesn't it? That does it for our show. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye, everyone.